The Roanoke Ballet Theater is presenting a one-of-a-kind Dracula ballet experience this fall, and joining me now with the details is choreographer Norbert Nidovich and dancers Krista Ferguson and Catherine Sperduto. Thank you all for being here.
It's our pleasure.
To talk about this exciting event. We're kind of in that spooky season time of year, and you guys are performing Dracula. Tell me, what's the most exciting thing about the performance?
The most exciting for us is to transition from a typical ballet, which is, tights, tutus, and tiaras,
yes,
to something more of a Broadway, if we will, type of production. It's very different to what we do in other parts of the year for the rest of the season. And everybody gets a little transformation. There's passion, there's a little bit of drama, and it's a toothy ballet, if you will.
Right.
But the exciting part is just something different that is totally matching the Halloween season.
It's definitely a little bit of the darker side, because when I think ballet, I think sugar plum fairies, and I think Christmas and all of those beautiful, fun things that are a part of ballet. But there's also a little bit of a dark and edgy side to it too.
It is. Nonetheless, it's still a love story. It's still a love story. It's based on Stoker's original Dracula, so we try to follow the same storyline. But the different part is that we, as a dancers, we stuck in, tiaras and tights and nutcrackers and swan legs, and this is totally different. There's a lot of inner self in this production, as in I encourage my dancers to give what they feel on the inside to show it on the outside while they're transforming into the dark creatures or vampire girls or brides. So I think that's very exciting that they can be themselves and use a little bit of their passion.
Yeah, what can audience members expect? Obviously, there's going to be some great dancing, but you said kind of a little bit of an element of Broadway. Is there some kind of acting and things that you have to put into it as well? Correct.
So, for example, you're looking at this beautiful two lovely ballerinas. I dare you to look at them on stage. You will hardly recognize them. This gorgeous ballerina has teeth and the makeup, and she's innocent at first, but then not so innocent at the end. Her being so happy right now, she's heartbroken, she's devastated. So again, the transformation from first to second to third act is tremendous. It takes you on the journey of passion, love, and
and for you girls, I bet that's exciting to be able to get to play those parts that are so different from the traditional ballet type roles.
Yes, 100%. It's very different than just being posed and perfect, and you're just smiling like the sugar plum, versus really portraying human emotions that we go through. And I mean, for her, it's completely different.
And I've watched the ballet for 7-8 years now, and getting to see some of the people who have performed our roles before and following in their footsteps for me is the most magical experience. And I'm I love doing them justice and being wow, I get to follow in your footsteps and get to perform some of these big roles. So it's really exciting.
Come to life. What type of audience would this performance be good for?
I like to say it's from a 5-year-olds to a 95-year-old.
All ages.
It's very, very family oriented as well. Again, the spookiness is not super cringy, if you will. It's very artistically, I think, tastefully put together.
Not too spooky for the kids.
No. Everybody can enjoy it. Although
I will say we have a few jump scares for the audience that will be very exciting for them.
Let's talk about dates, times, and where people can go to watch Dracula, the ballet.
So Roanoke Ballet Theater, we're actually touring for the first time this year with Dracula. We've been performing it here for our local audiences for 7 or 8 years.
Wow.
COVID being a little bit of a break.
Yes.
But now we actually decided to expand a little bit, so we are starting in Lynchburg, Virginia, which is October 19th at 7 o'clock at the Academy Center for the Arts. Then here locally in Jefferson Center, Saturday 26th at 2 and 7. And then Pinehurst, North Carolina, to wrap it up, November 2nd at Broadshaw Academy for the Arts at 3 o'clock.
So they've got our whole viewing area covered, so you have no excuse. If you want to come see the show, you can find one that's close by. Do we get a little preview of the teeth? Do you have them with you?
So again, that's the transformation.
We're doing a full-on transformation. We're going from beautiful ballerinas to to vampires.
Oh, yes.
And you guys had a blood drive as well recently too,
That's right.
to kind of promote the show, but also to help out.
To help the community, of course, it was such a great umbrella to be Dracula needs blood, but also, well, the Red Cross needs blood
Yes.
even more. So it would just kind of use this opportunity to actually help the community and help the local hospitals.
I love that.
You know, because we cannot have enough blood.
Oh, of course, yes. Well, thank you all so much for being
Thank you
here.
so much, Chloe.
We have another half hour of Here at Home right after the break.